Welcome to Tush Twins, seen exclusively on MalcolmPresents.com, a streaming platform heard around the world and beyond. Where beyond goes, don't ask me. Anyway, I'm your host, Malcolm Berman, with my co-hosts, Maxine on the bottom of the screen and Paula on the top of the screen. Hi, guys.
Hola,
Hola.
hola, ¿cómo está?
I know it's very hot in LA.
It's very, yeah, it's good. It's supposed to be like 110, 120.
It's kooky, I tell you. I say it's kooky.
And of course, perfect timing. My son calls up. His air conditioning went out in the car.
Oy vey. Well, so I
So
looked
what
at,
do you do?
I don't know. When you said heat wave, I was thinking of Martha and the Vandellas. Whenever you're with him, something inside. And it's just.
I think
just,
of
I'm
having a heat wave.
I heard that. A tropical heat wave. But you know.
Well, that's because that's all you think about is that.
Well,
Who's saying that?
Marilyn. She did that.
No, but there was others as well.
There are others, but I loved her version of it the best.
Well, she could say, happy birthday, Mr. President, and it's great.
And it'll still come out great.
It's like a heat wave burning in my heart. I can't keep from burning, tearing me apart. Martha that my favorite version, and it's been covered, is Martha and the Martha and the Vandellas.
Martha and the Vandellas is the only version you listen to.
But anyway, guys, let's get back to heat.
So anyway,
right now we're September 4th. It's supposed to be cooling off, even in California.
It's cooling here. Right?
It's
here
it's in the 70s.
Hot.
It's 77. It's hot.
That's still
not hot.
Isn't that still warm for New York?
Okay.
For me, it is.
At this time of the year?
I don't know. I don't think you can read this. Can you read this?
In the first, Phoenix hits 100 straight days of 100 degrees heat.
100 straight days of 100-degree heat.
But don't worry.
Well, let me tell you something. Everyone listen to me.
By the time I get to Phoenix, I'm running the other way. That's what I'm going to say.
But guys, don't worry about it. It's all a hoax.
Well, I'm telling you right now, there is no such thing as global change or global warming because we were told that recently. And I guess they're right because 100 degrees, 100 days.
No, it's to them, it's totally natural that it's happening because this is what's happening. It's the course of events in the weather and the climate, and they don't want to think anything about it. There's no thought. It's like we're making more of it than it should be, and the scientists are using big words, and they can't understand the big words. I don't know. And if it's in your own backyard.
Are they saying meteorologist? They can't understand that word.
A meteorologist.
Or urologist.
A meteorologist. Hey, there's a meteor coming close to the
meteorologist.
There's a meteor coming close to the Philippines today. An actual meteor. Yeah. They said that meteors come that close. It's going to be over the Philippines, but every 2 weeks. So they don't report it. They just figured, it's not going to hit. We'll get some debris. Maybe you'll get a meteor little chunk in your backyard for a souvenir.
Oh, that's cool.
That would be cool. As long as it doesn't hit the house, you're fine, I guess.
Well, yeah, but meteors can just hit and you feel the vibration, depending on how big it is.
Right. Well,
like a meteor could hit.
That's what killed the dinosaurs.
So, well, since no one was there to report it, how do we even know? I mean, the scientists do dating and they do things and,
Didn't they have reporters back then?
Yeah. Dino.
Yeah.
No, there was no humans on the planet with the dinosaurs.
There were no dinosaurs.
There was a Sinclair gas station, though.
Now that's a fiction because the Earth was created by God in 7 days, and the first people were Adam.
Oh, stop it! The Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat. Think of that. You might roll off. If you go too far and you see a star, you might just roll off. Woo! See, I just created a song about flat Earth.
Everything leads to a song.
Well,
what
songs are
Always.
good.
But
The
what
only
you
thing that
haven't done
makes
is
Songs
you
good.
haven't created a tune, an exclusive tune for
Stupidity
Tush Twins.
bad.
I'm gonna make a Tush Twin song. I
And
will.
you and Paula should
Record a
record
Tush
it.
Twin
Yeah,
song?
you are
Yeah, I
Tush
think we
Twins,
should.
adorable Tush Twins.
Did you hear this one?
Yeah,
Hey,
Which
cut
one is
it.
that, Bluey
That's
or
Bluey.
that's
Sparkles?
Bluey.
Oh, now.
Sparkles go.
Oh no, Spark. That's why. Go ahead, go up in the bed. They're both here. Stop. Look at this. They're both here, and
I don't know.
they're
I'm
just.
not a dog person. My son has a pit bull that he absolutely loves. But the pit bull is so protective of him because his girlfriend, we had dinner the other night, and it's
So this is what just happened. The reason Bluey barked, I'm gonna interrupt you on the pit bull, is because Sparkles was coming upstairs.
oh.
This is what's here right now. Okay.
But
And
anyway,
they're
the pit
very
bull, his
cute.
girlfriend said, my son's girlfriend said, the pit bull is so protective of him. He's quiet, lays down in the corner, but if you go near Joshua, you hear the growl of the pit bull.
Yeah.
See that?
I mean,
Yeah, that's the way I feel. I feel that about any dog.
I don't know. I don't want to give, there's some absolutely lovely pit bulls, but
There are some lovely
nature of that dog, I hate to say it, it does scare me a bit, especially with kids around, because
Yeah.
you hear so many things, that out of nowhere,
Well,
dog can be great.
personally, I'm a cat man.
And it bites your ear off, and then you're,
Okay.
Vincent Van Gogh.
I'm a cat man. I'm because I guess I dated a lot of single women with no kids that have cats.
Yeah. Oh, losers.
The funny thing, there's a funny story
Come here.
about Johnny Carson. You probably heard it because I keep on repeating it on YouTube. It's Jane Fonda goes to John. She's on Johnny Carson show. She said, "Oh, my son said there was a segment of your show where Zsa Zsa Gabor is." And she sat down, interview, and she had a cat on her lap.
Jaja?
Yeah,
Oh, I remember that. I remember seeing that one.
She said to Johnny, would you like to pet my
Pet
pussy?
my pussy.
Oh,
And
right.
Johnny Carson said, "Yeah, as long as you get rid of that damn cat." Damn, rim shot.
Well,
And he just laughed. He said, "No, if I said that, I'd remember it."
But he can get away with it at 11:30, whatever, it's late night at that point. They use the F word on all the late night shows, and they cover it, but you hear the F part and the K part, and they go bull dinky. I call bull dinky. I don't believe it. Don't believe it.
Well, they do. I mean, they sort of beep out the word, but they get the F sound in there, and then you know what they're talking about because there's only one word that could fit into it.
No, that you know what they're saying. There's no if, ands, or buts. Oh, buts, get it?
But most of the time, I'm listening now to my apps, and they have the different apps that have different movies, and they can say the F word in them.
Well, if it's a movie, if it's
it makes
streaming,
sense.
you can. If it's streaming and it's one of your streaming sites, they
I
can use any
love that
language.
word.
What?
I love the F word.
Me too.
I love saying it.
Me too.
I was never allowed to, but I think it's the coolest, funnest word I could say.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Oh, in my house,
I love giving the finger.
The F word flew between my mom and Phil. It flew round and round in circles. I was so used to it. I mean, I wouldn't repeat it because I knew in certain places I should not repeat it. And I didn't repeat it in my house. But now in the last, few decades, it's like, I don't care.
But when you speak to Elon, does he use that in front of you, or do you use that with him?
We don't really curse in front of each other.
It's not cursing. It's not. It's sort of.
Yeah, I mean, we'll drop it sometimes. Yeah, it's nothing unusual. We'll drop the F word.
I used to love to come to your house to hear dirty words.
That's right. you know.
And I said shit once. Oops,
Ooh.
sorry.
Oops.
Beep that out. That's
No,
poopy. I
that's
said poopy
poopy.
once. That's poopy. I said it once, and your father turned around to me. Do you want me to tell your father you cursed? Don't you ever do that again.
I don't remember
Okay,
that
Leo.
at
He
all.
said that to me. I'll never forget that as long as I live. Because
Really?
he
I
knew my
never,
father.
And you never cursed
He
again.
said that. Never curse in the house when he was there.
oh, right, because never cook unkosher food in your house. As soon as he's out the door, mom brings the bacon out, and then she tries to get the bacon smell out, which lasts for a while. And it's
It
like,
does.
again, my dad gets home and he's smelling the bacon. He smells the bacon. And it's like Ricky going to Lucy, Rosie, what did you do?
Yeah,
What
I
did
was
you do?
planning to do.
What did you do? Right.
Yes,
So,
sometimes odors get so pungent. Pungent?
pungent.
Pungent.
Pungent. I knew I
Right.
forgot the
Pungent.
G. But like
Pungent.
I don't see how, someone who smokes and all of a sudden, someone comes in and they take the cigarette and they put it out and they try
Oh, and
to,
they go like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
When
That's
when when
gonna
I when
work,
I smoked,
right? We've seen people do that.
yeah,
Oh, hold on.
A
Okay,
lot.
when I
smoke.
smoked, my
My friend
fingers were
Randy.
yellow.
That's
My
gross.
Oh,
clothes, my clothes smelled of smoke. And
Yeah.
the
it's
only way I
disgusting
discovered it is
habit.
after I quit smoking.
It
Then
finally
I
went.
then I couldn't stand people that smoked.
That's like Dennis.
Yeah, same thing.
Excuse- Oh, excuse
Are you
me.
bored?
Ooh. Yes, I'm very bored. Dennis used to
Are
smoke
you?
on
Are you really? Okay. You're talking, but nothing's coming out of your mouth. Uh, okay, I know.
remember Joanne Worley?
Yeah.
Boring.
Boring.
Yeah, I love that show.
Come on, Harpo, let's go.
So I love that show. Laugh-In.
So,
We
Laughing.
need another Laugh-In. We need a show like
oh, we
similar
That
definitely
was a great
do.
cast
and
also.
and
That
updated.
was the best cast.
Just know,
And then
ladies and
Saturday
gentlemen,
Night
we were
Live.
supposed to talk about climate change. See all the notes?
Oh, okay.
And I knew as soon as we hit something
Okay.
else, it was
Who's your
no,
favorite weather person?
no, go say what you were gonna say
No,
on
now I'm changed my mind.
oh, you changed your mind.
Squirrel,
Uh,
squirrel.
Well,
whale on the roof. Whale on the roof.
I
Save my
remember
hippo.
when I first got
Well,
out
you
there.
know whale on the roof,
Whale on
why
the
I
roof.
said that, right? Okay.
When I
Just
first
so
got
we're all
out to
clear
LA.
about the bear
Quiet,
in the
I'm
park
talking.
and the
Bye.
whale on the
Whale
roof.
on the roof.
Uh, I don't know what RFK is smoking or if that thing ate his brain out,
It's
but
80 right
man,
now.
he is one crazy dude.
No
Yeah,
politics, please.
I know, but just the
No,
fact that
there's a bear.
no, well, the bear in Central Park was one thing, but then
Yeah,
his daughter wrote about they were somewhere I guess they Cape Cod or something, and all of a sudden there was a dead whale, somehow a dead whale on the beach. He
whale.
told that, and he went to his car running to the beach with a chainsaw to take the whale's head
Whale.
off. Okay, and he takes the whale's head because he wants to bring it back and look at it. He puts it on the top of the car, and all the excrement, all the blood is coming in because they had to keep the windows open because of the stench. And the daughter said that they were wearing plastic bags over their heads, except it was cut out for their mouth.
This is a
Now,
wacko family or
I
what?
mean, if you wrote that and sent it in for a script for a treatment of the crap that I'm hearing that this dude did, and I heard about this guy from
Way
other
back.
folks,
Yes.
from good folks, and when that was bad enough with the bear story, but now the whale, the whale of a tail, tail of a
Yeah.
whale, the head of a
Tail of a
whale.
whale.
Ah,
Head of a whale. Tail of a
okay,
whale.
I don't know.
All right.
Anyway,
But who is
back
your
to your.
favorite meteorologist?
I like Tex Antoine back in the day, and he got in trouble. What did he do?
Well, he got in
We spoke
trouble.
about this before, but I couldn't
Okay, he got
remember
in trouble
what
because he said rape is impossible. A
is
woman
that.
with a
Yes.
He
skirt
said
up can
something
run much
stupid.
faster than a guy with his pants down.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Well, sayonara
He's
Tex, because
He'd
I
be
had,
dead anyway.
Well,
he'd be
I didn't like
dead, but
Tex. I
still.
like Uncle Weatherby.
But
Oh, I
wait,
like Uncle Weatherby.
aside from whatever Tex said, which obviously was really bad, especially for back then, um, he was right on all of his weather reports without
Yeah.
all these computers and without all these models and without, he'd go outside. We got a northeast wind. It's
Well, I don't know
it's
about you
raining.
guys, but most of the weather women
Yeah.
that come up there are gorgeous.
Well, they
So
want
I
them
mean, they wear the
gorgeous.
tight dresses, and I don't want to go into detail, but
But you watch them, being the
I
dirty
listen.
old man
Yeah, I
that
watch
you
them. I
are.
don't listen to them.
You watch them.
There's a local guy here called George Lindsay Young. He used to go, hello,
Wait a
Hempstead,
and this is from where?
New York.
Yeah.
From where? Which station?
He
Which
was on Channel 9 for years.
Channel 9?
He was
Okay.
like so funny. He was very famous going, hello,
I think I know who
Brooklyn.
you mean. Right. Hello. Right.
Yeah, going back to my story,
George Lindsay Young. But my favorite is Stormfields.
You still like Stormfields,
I still like Stormfields.
but wait, the dad passed, right?
Yes.
Senior, but was
Who was his dad?
Stormfield doing weather anywhere? See, he
Not
used to be on
anymore,
Channel
but I used to
7,
like
right?
him.
Yeah,
Who was his
he's
dad? Stormfield.
very cute.
And I love Sam Champion. He's so handsome.
Sam Champion, I like. I like
Yeah, he's my favorite
Lonnie
right
on
now.
Channel 2.
Yes, he's a nice guy
Well,
too.
Not only
obviously,
that, he's a good forecaster.
So
But
is Sam.
mhm,
I am.
I am
uh,
Sam. I
And
don't know,
he's
but
cute.
the thing
He's
is,
cute.
my question, getting back to the original
me and the women.
subject, which
You
was
objected to that.
weather, and I mean heat, climate change, heat domes, all that stuff.
By the way, is my audio coming in well?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm getting you. Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Because the
getting
thing,
you,
sometimes
man.
I say things and I don't get any response.
Uh,
You got
well,
two Tush twins
first
here.
of
Get
all,
over it.
you're competing with the two of us now.
Uh,
You should get a medal, as my mom would say. Dealing with the two cookies here. Good luck
well,
to
that's
you,
one of my
man.
friends who was watching the show said, "How could you talk? They never let you say a word.
Well, we're the Tush
They
twins,
talk
man.
over you."
That's right. Of course. That's the whole premise of the show.
Oh,
We
okay.
are the Tush twins, and you are just like dealing with us. It's like,
You're
you
our
know,
ringmaster.
that's right. You got a deal. That's the
Yeah, but
deal. That's the
you don't
thing.
jump when I crack the whip.
No, well, it better not
No,
be a whip, baby.
sorry.
We stop at whips. No, there's no.
Well, I used to have one.
I used to have a whip. Oh Lord, I used to have a whip app on my phone. Remember, because it was a
Oh, I
Google.
saw, yeah, but I like my whip.
Actually, I have a whip that's I got as a promotion for from Harrison, not from Harrison Ford, but for the movie.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah, Indiana Jones. It was like
Indiana.
not a preview, but it was one of the studios. Had
oh,
like
cool.
a showing, and they gave you whips. I tried to do that whip. I hurt myself more
Yeah,
because
you have to
there's a
have
way of doing it, and there's
it's the wrist.
yeah. But
It's
something if
in
you
the
do it
I
too
know how
wrist.
much,
to use.
it comes back and hits you.
It's
Oh,
all in the wrist, man.
it's
Okay.
all in the
Are you
wrist.
doing a Trump? Do you listen to Bill Maher?
I have not in a
Yeah,
while.
occasionally.
Yeah, when
He
he does
kind
that
of
thing with
went
his
off.
hands, he said, he's masturbating.
Is he? I don't
He's
know.
kind of
I
gone.
used
I
to like
watched John Oliver.
I mean, I used to watch him, but he said some stupid things, and I
Yes, he
decided
did.
I didn't like that. And then the only thing John Oliver got me a little upset about was his the show on the Palestinian stuff. I think he went
Yeah, that
he
got me pissed off too.
he
I have to tell you.
went too far on that, and he didn't really focus enough on the
What happened to the Israelis?
Hamas being a terror. I mean, yeah,
Terrorist group.
yeah, and I mean, again, I understand certain things, but then again, look what's
I
going on.
actually got pissed at that show too.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, and to the
I
point
turned it
where
off.
he actually said, he goes, he won't watch them anymore. He can't forgive him for it. But to me, he's more of a news guy than the news. He has an amazing research team.
Yes,
They
he
go
does.
in depth on stories. Where do you see that now? Not even 60 Minutes goes into depth like that. I
Nope.
don't, you know, I don't know. They're now, changing, they're trying to get more stories told, but the news right now, they're dropping the ball.
My favorite right now is Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley.
Well, I watch that
Yeah, I tape
religiously. I
it.
love that
I
show.
mean that's
I
not like
tape it, I
hard
watch
news,
it.
but it's they have
Oh
some
no,
hard
it's
news.
great story.
It's
Yeah, they
There's
do
great
good
have.
stories.
stories.
Yeah, they do. They hit, they have some really good things that you like to watch that'll make you
They
happy.
should have the other week. They had that thing with the Rolling Stones. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Yeah, I
With
saw
Nick
that.
and
Yes.
Keith Richards. Looks like Keith Richards had some face work.
Why would they even bother at that point? What
Yeah,
are they
yeah,
gonna, who
because he
cares?
did. He didn't
You're
have the normal
80
wrinkles that
something.
he
Who
does.
cares? Who cares, man? Your wrinkles are there. But I like
I
when
do.
I like well, you're so vain. I bet you think this song is a I bet you think this song is
Um,
about
I
you.
bet you this. I
It
bet you think
was.
this show is about you.
It is. It was. You're so vain. But yeah, but what Nick Jagger said was, you probably offered a lot of money, or he said he was offered a lot, like a crap load of money to do a memoir. And he basically said, I'm not taking 2 years out of my life to look backwards.
Yeah.
Let someone else do it when I'm gone. I'm not doing it. He goes, I want to
Well,
enjoy
I like
myself
that.
and,
Yeah, I
and
remember.
keep going forward. So I love that answer. That was a
Yeah,
great
That was a
answer.
great answer.
well, they
Yep.
just did a new album, didn't they?
Yeah, they have new
Yes.
songs. Yeah.
And
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 what?
Steve Tyler just retired.
Well,
He
mostly
lost
for
his voice.
he'll,
well,
if it
that's it.
comes
He didn't
back,
retire.
he'll
He
probably
lost his
come back.
voice.
If the
That's
doctors told
very
him
sad.
they told him not to tour
Well,
right
what
now.
about Neil Diamond? Didn't he lose his voice?
He had some issue, but
It's
it was
Parkinson's.
the other one, harder rock and roll.
Bruce Springsteen was
No. Well,
down
Bruce
for a
had
while.
some issues, but he's coming back.
That,
But
yeah.
why
Elvis
am I?
Presley. I haven't seen him in a while.
Who?
Elvis Presley.
Because
Who?
he left the building and didn't show up again. I don't know. Huey Lewis had
Huey Lewis.
issue. He had to stop, and he did. I don't know if the show's still on Broadway. There was a show
No,
on
it's not
Huey
on
Lewis, but
anymore.
I don't think it
What was it?
lasted too long.
Huey Lewis in the News?
Yep, we saw them perform in Universal in Florida. They did like an hour show.
Oh,
And my
cool.
mom we had the wheelchair for her,
Mm-hmm.
but she needed to stand up for a few minutes. So Elon was sitting down in the wheelchair. Now understand, we're really close. We're very close. And Elon's going like this. The drummer sees Elon. He signs his stick at the end of the show. He gives it to him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how am I going to take
Elon had
this?
the beat.
No, he didn't have the beat. He thought he was like a kid in a wheelchair.
Special child.
That was dope. And we thanked him.
That was dominatrix.
So this kid has drumsticks
Yeah.
but he didn't have the whip from the dominatrix. You dropped
Yeah,
you dropped
but
it out. You
I
didn't
want to
dropped
know
it. He had
when
the
you're doing it,
hairbrush.
when you're doing your book
I'm
on
not
the
doing a
life.
book. My book is
Boom.
gonna be done. Everyone said, do a book. And and I say,
We
buy a
should do a
book,
book together.
buy a book
Uh-huh.
that's banned. That's what you should do. We should all get,
Buy books that are being banned.
right. We should pledge to each of us buy a book that's been banned, and the next show or the next couple of shows we'll hold up the book and give a synopsis. How's that?
I forgot what state again, but they're talking about the banned books, and they're talking a teacher who got fired for doing a banned book, and the banned book was The Great Gatsby.
Yeah, well,
Ah,
yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they had too much
that-
sex.
yeah. Well, he kissed him and he kissed
Okay,
her.
and let me ask you then, if that has so much sex, what is the lighter shade of gray or whatever, those books?
Oh, Many Shades of
Many
Grey.
Shades of
Shades of Grey.
Gray, and that
Right.
doesn't have sex
No.
in them? And
50
those
Shades of
aren't
Grey,
bad.
excuse me.
50 Shades of
50
Gray, I
Shades.
never read them. But
But
they,
I don't think they're going to be in a school library necessarily.
No, because
But they're in a
there's a lot
bookstore.
of sex in that.
No, stuff. I haven't watched. Did you watch any of those movies? I haven't watched.
no,
I
I
didn't.
watched it first.
the only watch
You
one we
did.
saw was Debbie Does Dallas,
Well, those
Well,
were
that
real.
wasn't.
Those were real.
but those are
Yeah.
funny.
And
Those are
behind
more
the green
comedy.
door. Behind the green door. See, I was always looking behind the green door.
Well, they
Now I
they
have
were the
Many
first
Shades of
X-rated
Green.
movies out.
Wait, I'll give you a quick story. You know the movie The Devil in Miss Jones? The Devil
Mhm.
in Miss Jones? I went to the video store with my husband here, and this is years ago when they had Video Stop and Blockbuster, and they had to go in the back room. So we asked the guys in front quietly, "Do you have The Devil in Miss Jones?" And comes back with it. We go home and we getting ready, turn it on. It's The Devil and Miss Jones. It's about Coney Island and the rides, and it's 1932 movie, black and white movie, and it was a great movie. But we went back to him. He goes, "Did you mean The Devil in Miss Jones?"
Instead of
Yeah,
the
I think they
devil
gave
and
you the
Miss
wrong
Jones,
movie.
you wanted the devil in Miss Jones.
Miss
Oh
Jones, we
my
like Devil
God.
and Miss Jones so
Oh,
much better. It was one of the best movies. It was
oh my
great.
God.
It
Did you
took
ever
place in
get the
Coney
devil
Island.
in Miss Jones?
No,
Did
but
you?
you and I saw it years ago when we went to the theater with my
Uh,
ex-husband.
oh God,
The
that was
lollipop.
the guy. I know they were
I
sucking
don't know if
lollipops.
I've ever saw it. I've seen excerpts from it, but I don't know if I saw the whole movie.
But back then
Good.
it was more of it wasn't the CD thing everyone saw. It wasn't regular movies. It was the
Yeah.
triple X.
Yep, that was they had the X-rated films and they were adult films
Mhm.
and
There were
you couldn't
adult
get
films, and
in.
everyone went to. You go to different,
Yeah,
you
and
know.
you stayed in the back row because there was honestly there was so many
So
perverts
weird.
like
We stayed in the back row
I,
because you
I
had the raincoat. The
no, because we
perverts had the
wanted to get
raincoat
the
over their
hell
heads.
out is what we wanted to do.
And we
I mean,
did a couple of times.
you know, I don't think we did more than twice. That was it. I was like, I remember Les was going, no. And then Phil sends us a pirated copy of Debbie Does Dallas.
Debbie
Dallas.
does
That's
that.
when
That
we saw
that we
that
showed
one.
at New Year's party.
Yes, and we
And
did
then
it and speeded
he
it up. We
speeded
sped
it
it
up.
up,
Oh
and
my
Les
God.
was doing the
Narration.
voiceovers.
Oh my God. It was
All
it
these
was
sounds. It
it
was
was it
hysterical.
was
I
it
We
don't
was
never
know.
even saw the movie.
it was
I don't know.
sick.
I remember when I was in high school and we had like, the fraternity things. Occasionally a guy would get an 8 mm movie
Stag
that was
film.
the dirty
Stag
movie.
films. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that was funny because also the people who appeared in them, they were ugly. They were out of shape.
Back then, yeah.
Who's gonna do that? You
But
know.
I don't know. Occasionally on on the internet or on the apps, you see an X-rated movie.
Well,
And these actresses and the actresses are beautiful, great shapes,
Yeah.
young, and the guys are, could be bodybuilders.
yeah,
Well, I
well.
have to tell you quickly about a stupidity thing. My community, the hotels, there we have two hotels and all kinds of places up here. And one of the employees on one of the hotel's computers watched a porno, and it
Oh,
had a
that is
virus. It
oh
shut down the whole system, both
oh
hotels,
oh
both
my.
everywhere
Why?
where it was
How?
connected. The hotel, the restaurants, there was a virus and we were pirated.
Oh
Hmm.
my God. What
For
a
4 days it took them to get us out of it.
When-
and did they find the person who did it?
No, we keep blaming the
Somebody's getting blamed.
CEO just for the fun of it, but we have no
Oh.
idea who it was.
And you're
They
sure it
won't
wasn't,
tell
you're
us.
sure it wasn't you?
Definitely not me. I have no,
That
no.
is pretty
Or Dennis.
crazy. I got to admit. I mean,
Well,
how
maybe him,
did
but not me.
it must have been Dennis. Yeah, I'm gonna blame it on him.
Oh my God, these people are stupid or what? To do it, first of all, in
Well, they
an
did it on
office where you
purpose,
work.
probably. Whoever it
No,
was, it could have been a former employee who wanted to get
no,
back at.
this
Get even
person was
revenge.
just during work in the back room, was just watching a porno film
And they
on
don't
the
know who it
computer.
is. I mean, how
Well,
do they know that?
they do know, but they won't tell
Oh,
anyone. And I really don't want to know how stupid that person is.
Was he
I
fired? Well, you
mean,
don't know whether he was fired or not.
I
I
would
would
imagine
assume he'd
he
be more than
would.
fired. He cost them 4 days.
4 days
I mean,
to
I
the
mean,
hotel, the two hotels. People couldn't get into rooms like till 10, 11 at night. People screaming.
Maybe it was a rival hotel who did it.
hey, you
Could
never
have
know.
been.
Anyway,
Yeah.
guys,
Doesn't make sense.
believe it or not,
So,
our
Well,
so
I
once
love talking
again,
about
we
weather.
stayed on we stayed on topic all the
totally on
way.
topic.
We started with a heat wave and we ended with a heat wave, which is a
It
porno
did
film.
because it was
Right.
hot.
Different heat
Because
wave.
right,
Hot,
hot,
hot.
hot, yeah.
Uh,
But now you could just go on, what is it called? Pornhub? That's what you
Yeah.
do.
no, thank you.
I'm just saying that you don't need to do
I'm
that.
too old. We have a
You're,
get married, get
whoever
a
did that
boyfriend.
whoever did that to the hotel, I mean, it would be a lot easier. You can just
Paula,
I just thought it was funny.
you're never too old.
That's right.
I'm not saying a word.
I know.
Check it.
Anyway, guys, you have a good week.
La-di-da.
I hope the weather stays the same for you guys.
Yeah, it's
I
supposed
hope
to
so.
be
Your mouth took God's ears.
Mhm.
Saturday's supposed to be very bad.
Saturday.
Mhm.
We're getting a storm. I
Yes.
didn't
Rain all
look.
day.
Anyway, I'll find out about it next Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Okay, guys, have fun.
All
You
right.
be
We'll
hot.
talk.
Be
You
safe.
Stay cool. Stay cool in
Bye.
La La Land.
Peace out, man.
Ciao.
Maine.